Did you know that there are people who have turned $1,000 into $1 million in just a few years by investing in emerging assets? It's amazing, right? But the big question is, how did they do it? Emerging asset markets, such as cryptocurrencies, biotechnology, renewable energy, and many other fields are exploding at a dizzying pace. These opportunities are not only appearing in financial news, but also completely changing the lives of thousands of Americans every day. However, along with the dream profit numbers, there are always potential risks that not everyone has enough knowledge and experience to face. So how can you take advantage of these opportunities without losing your hard-earned money? In this video, I will share with you 5 important steps to help you invest in emerging assets safely and effectively. We will explore the real stories of successful investors in the US to learn and apply immediately. Ready? Let's start this journey with me. Here are 5 important steps to optimize your investment process. Step 1. Determine your investment goals and risk appetite. Know yourself, know your enemy, and you will win every battle. This age-old saying is not only applicable in battle, but also extremely accurate in the field of financial investment. Before deciding to invest in any emerging asset, it is essential to clearly understand what you want and the level of risk you can accept. Investment goals. What are you investing to achieve? Do you want to own a dream house in California with golden sunshine and blue sea? Or are you saving for your children to have the opportunity to study at prestigious universities like Harvard? Each goal will require a different time frame and risk tolerance. Long-term investing. If your goal is to retire early or secure a secure future for your family, you may be willing to take on more risk in search of breakthrough returns. Emerging asset markets such as cryptocurrencies or biotechnology may offer great long-term growth opportunities. Short-term investing. If you need capital in a short period of time to buy a new car or take a trip around the world, safety and stability should be your top priority. Investment channels such as government bonds or money market funds may be more suitable. Risk appetite. What type of investor are you? Risk-taking. Are you willing to take big bets for the chance to double or even triple your capital? Are you not afraid to face market fluctuations and see them as opportunities to maximize profits? Conservative. Do you prioritize capital preservation and accept more modest returns? Want to sleep well at night without worrying about how the market will perform tomorrow? Understanding your risk appetite will help you choose the right assets and investment strategies. It will also help you stay calm during times of market volatility, avoiding making bad decisions due to emotions. Michael, a talented programmer in Seattle, is a typical example of a risk-taking investor. His goal is to achieve financial freedom within 10 years, so he can travel the world. Michael takes high risks and invests most of his capital in technology startups and cryptocurrencies. Although his portfolio has fluctuated greatly at times, Michael has stuck to his strategy. He believes that these sectors will explode in the future and bring superior returns. On the other hand, Emily, a dedicated preschool teacher in Texas, has a more conservative investment perspective. Her goal is to ensure a stable future for her family and save so that her children can study at the best universities. Emily mainly invests in ETFs and government bonds, financial instruments that provide stable and less volatile returns. She is not looking for huge returns, but rather prioritizes peace of mind and stability in her investments. Why is it important to define goals and risk appetite? Choose the right strategy. When you know your goals and risk appetite, you will easily choose the right investment channel and strategy. This helps to optimize profits and minimize risks. Control emotions. Financial markets are often volatile, easily causing emotions such as greed or fear. When you have a clear plan, you will be less affected by short-term fluctuations and maintain a long-term strategy. Achieve personal goals. Each person has their own goals and circumstances. Clearly defining helps you focus on what is really important to you, instead of following trends or inappropriate advice. Conclusion. Before entering the world of emerging assets, which is full of potential but also full of risks, take the time to ask yourself, what are my investment goals? And how much risk can I accept? Knowing yourself will be the compass that helps you navigate the investment sea, avoid pitfalls, and achieve the expected success. Remember, investing is not a race, but a long journey that requires patience, discipline, and a deep understanding of yourself. Step 2. Thoroughly research emerging assets. The emerging asset market is opening up attractive investment opportunities, from cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, to the fields of biotechnology, renewable energy, artificial intelligence, and more. However, each asset class has its own characteristics, potential, and risks that you need to understand before betting your finances. Why is it necessary to research carefully? The world of investing is no place for hasty decisions. One wrong step can cost you all your investment, while careful preparation can help you avoid risks and maximize profit opportunities. To do this, focus on 3 key factors. 1. The technology behind the asset. What to look for. What is the technology behind the asset? Is it truly disruptive or just a short-term trend? Does it have widespread application in life? For example, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are based on blockchain technology, a decentralized and transparent platform. But not all blockchain projects have long-term value. Understanding how the technology works will help you assess the true potential of the asset. But 2. The target market. What to look for. How big is the market for the asset? Is it growing rapidly or is it saturated? Who are the competitors? For example, biotechnology is a potential field with growing demand in health and medicine. But small companies in this field often face giants with strong resources. Understanding the competitive landscape helps you identify opportunities and challenges. 3. Potential risks. What to look for. What are the risks? Technological risks, legal risks, or market volatility risks. For example, cryptocurrencies face regulatory scrutiny in many countries, while biotech companies can fail clinical trials. These factors can cause asset values to plummet. How to do effective research. You don't need to be an expert to invest, but you do need to be knowledgeable enough to avoid pitfalls. Here are some resources you can refer to. The project's official website. Learn about the project's goals, technology, and development team. This information often provides an overview. Expert analysis reports. Investment experts often have deep insights into the market. Read reports from reputable organizations. Online investment communities. Join forums like Reddit, Twitter, or Facebook groups to hear from other investors. However, be wary of inaccurate information. Financial statements. If the asset you are considering investing in is a publicly traded company, review its financial statements to assess its financial health. John and the expensive lesson from NFT games. John, an investor living in New York, was attracted to an NFT game project that promised to play games to earn money, with eye-catching advertising images and high profit commitments. However, he did not spend time researching the technology behind the project or the development team. As a result, after only a few months, the project collapsed, and John lost all his investment money. This is a lesson in not relying on emotions when investing. Sophia and careful preparation. In contrast to John, Sophia, a financial analyst in Boston, did extensive research before investing in a biotechnology company. She not only learned about the technology, but also considered the founding team, financial situation, and potential risks. Thanks to careful preparation, Sophia made the right investment decision, bringing significant profits in the long term. Lessons learned. 1. Knowledge is the weapon. Never invest in a field you do not understand. Taking the time to learn will help you avoid big mistakes. 2. Don't let emotions rule. Flashy advertising or promises of huge profits often lead to failure. Keep a cool head when making decisions. 3. Be selective about information. Not all sources of information are reliable. Focus on reports from reputable organizations and verify information carefully. Conclusion. Thorough research is the key to investing in emerging assets effectively. Always ask questions, check information, and be prepared for every scenario. Remember, only investors who are prepared can make the most of this market's potential. Step 3. Allocate investment capital appropriately. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. This is not just a common saying, but a golden rule that helps investors protect their assets from unpredictable risks, especially in emerging asset markets. Why is it necessary to allocate investment capital appropriately? Emerging asset markets, with their high profit potential, also come with unpredictable fluctuations. If you put all your money in one asset, you risk losing everything if that asset has problems. On the contrary, when allocating capital to many different types of assets, you can minimize the risk, because if one investment fails, the others can compensate for the loss. How to allocate investment capital effectively. 1. Build a diversified investment portfolio. Allocating capital to many different types of assets helps you optimize profits and minimize risks. A balanced portfolio typically includes traditional assets, stocks, bonds, real estate. These are assets with a history of stable growth and less volatility. Emerging assets, cryptocurrencies, biotechnology, renewable energy, artificial intelligence. These assets have high growth potential, but also come with high risks. 2. Apply the 60-40 rule. This rule is a popular way to allocate capital. 60% capital. Invest in traditional assets such as blue chip stocks, ETFs, or real estate. This part helps your portfolio maintain stability. 40% capital. Invest in emerging assets where you can accept higher risks to seek breakthrough returns. This ratio can be adjusted based on your goals and risk appetite. For example, if you are adventurous, you can increase your exposure to emerging assets to 50% or more. If you are conservative, reduce this exposure to 20-30% to ensure safety. 3. Make a backup plan in addition to capital allocation. Make sure you always have a reserve of cash or highly liquid assets. This helps you be ready to deal with unexpected events without having to sell off your investments. David and the lesson from Bitcoin. David, an engineer living in San Francisco, invested all his savings in Bitcoin when the price was on the rise. Initially, he was very confident with the large profits he made, and even advised his friends to do the same. However, when the cryptocurrency market entered a deep correction, the price of Bitcoin plummeted, causing David to suffer heavy losses. He had no other investments to offset the loss, and this costly lesson made him reconsider his investment strategy. Olivia and the diversification strategy. In contrast to David, Olivia, a fashion designer in Los Angeles, took a more cautious approach. She allocated her investment capital as follows: 50% in stocks of large companies such as Apple and Amazon, 30% in ETFs and bonds, which provide stable returns, 10% in real estate to create long-term cash flow. The remaining 10% she invested in cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. While the crypto market fluctuates, Olivia's portfolio remains largely stable. Thanks to her reasonable allocation, she not only protects her assets but also achieves sustainable returns in the long term. Important principles in capital allocation. 1. Don't invest all in one asset. Always diversify to avoid big risks. 2. Understand your risk appetite. Don't invest in highly volatile assets if you can't handle the pressure of a falling market. 3. Always have a long-term plan. Capital allocation should not be based on short-term opportunities, but should be in line with your long-term financial goals. Conclusion: allocating investment capital appropriately is an indispensable skill if you want to succeed in the emerging asset market. Remember, investing is not a game of chance, but a journey that requires patience, knowledge, and a clear strategy. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. If you master this principle, you will minimize risks and increase the possibility of achieving your financial goals. Start building a smart investment portfolio today. Step 4. Manage risks and be flexible in responding to the market. Emerging asset markets are a double-edged sword, bringing great profit opportunities but also hidden risks. Prices can increase sharply in one day and then plummet just a few hours later. Therefore, risk management is a vital factor to help you protect your investment capital and achieve your financial goals. Effective risk management strategies. 1. Set a stop-loss order. A stop-loss order is a tool that helps you automatically sell an asset when the price drops to a certain level that you have set. Benefits: limit your losses, avoiding the situation of losing all your capital when the market declines. How to do it? For example, if you buy a stock for $100, you can set a stop-loss order at $90. When the price drops to $90, the sell order will be automatically executed. 2. Keep an eye on the market. Emerging asset markets are very volatile. Therefore, it is extremely important to update news and analyze market trends to make timely investment decisions. Information sources. Follow major financial news sites, analysis reports from experts, or participate in online investment forums to grasp the trend. For example, if a new policy is announced that may affect the cryptocurrency sector, knowing this information early will help you take appropriate action. 3. Diversify your portfolio. Don't let all your capital be concentrated in one asset class. Invest in many different channels to minimize the risk when one asset class has problems. For example, you can allocate capital to large company stocks, real estate, ETFs, and a small portion to cryptocurrencies. If cryptocurrencies fall sharply, other assets can still keep the portfolio stable. 4. Do not invest with borrowed money. Investing with borrowed money can bring high profits if the market is growing. But if the market reverses, you can lose everything and have to take on more debt. Only use idle money. Do not affect your daily expenses or other financial plans. Daniel, and the lesson from not placing a stop-loss order. Daniel, a trader in Chicago, invested heavily in the stock of an emerging electric vehicle company with the belief that this industry will explode in the future. However, he did not place a stop-loss order because he thought the stock price would continue to rise. When the market suddenly reversed due to negative news, the stock price plummeted. Daniel did not react in time and suffered a huge loss. This is a valuable lesson in being subjective and not using risk management tools. Ava, and the careful risk management. In contrast to Daniel, Ava, a nurse in Miami, is always careful with her investments. She places stop-loss orders on all her assets and regularly updates market news. When the cryptocurrency market was volatile, Ava sold in time thanks to the stop-loss order, protecting most of her investment capital. Thanks to this strategy, Ava not only avoided losses, but was also ready to reinvest when the market stabilized. Responding to the market flexibly. Emerging asset markets not only require caution, but also require you to be flexible in adjusting your investment strategy. Some tips to stay in position during volatile periods. 1. Monitor the market cycle. Recognize the growth phases and adjust to take appropriate actions. 2. Review your portfolio regularly. Review and rebalance your portfolio every 6 to 12 months, adjusting your allocations as needed. 3. Stay calm in a crisis. Don't let emotions get the best of you, especially during sharp declines. Return to your investment goals and evaluate long-term opportunities. Conclusion: risk management is an important factor to protect investment capital in the volatile emerging asset market. Always remember, stop-loss orders help you minimize losses when the market goes against your expectations. Diversifying your portfolio and using idle money to invest are principles that cannot be ignored. Closely monitoring the market and being flexible in your strategy are the keys to maintaining a position in the long term. Learn how to manage risk effectively to not only survive, but also thrive in this world of investment, full of opportunities and challenges. Step 5. Be patient and disciplined. Investing in emerging assets is not a sprint, but a long journey that requires patience and discipline. In a volatile market, successful investors are not those who make quick decisions to get rich instantly, but those who know how to stick to their strategy and focus on long-term goals. 1. Don't panic. Sell when the market is down. Emerging asset markets have a natural up and down cycle. When asset values fall sharply, many investors lose their cool and sell to avoid further losses. However, this action often leads to greater losses because after the downtrend, the market often recovers. Advice: if you have researched carefully and believe in the long-term potential of your assets, be patient and hold on. Don't let emotions dominate your investment actions. For example, look at major technology stocks in the US. During a recession, stock prices can fall sharply, but patient investors still hold on and receive large profits when the market recovers. 2. Don't follow the crowd. The phenomenon of FOMO, fear of missing out, causes many investors to make hasty decisions following temporary trends. When hearing that an asset is increasing in price, many people rush to invest without doing their research, leading to losses when the trend reverses. Advice: before investing, carefully analyze and evaluate based on data, instead of following the crowd. Don't let other people's quick success stories cloud your objective assessment. For example, in the cryptocurrency field, many hype projects are widely promoted but have no real value. Investors who don't do their research often lose everything when the project collapses. 3. Always learn and update your knowledge. The financial market is always changing, especially with emerging assets. Technology, regulations, and market demand can change rapidly, greatly affecting the value of assets. Advice: continuously improve your knowledge about the market and the assets you are investing in. Read books, attend seminars, and follow industry experts to improve your investment skills. Example: a smart investor not only relies on initial knowledge, but also constantly updates to adapt to market changes. Ethan and the lesson of impatience. Ethan, a college student in Texas, invested in a new cryptocurrency. Initially, he was excited when the asset price increased sharply, but just a few weeks later, the price dropped sharply due to a market correction. Unable to stay calm, Ethan panic sold, resulting in a loss of most of his capital. Just a few months later, the cryptocurrency has rebounded, even higher than its initial price. Ethan regrets realizing that if he had been more patient, his investment would have paid off. Chloe and the power of discipline. Chloe, a writer living in California, is a long-term investor. She believes in the long-term growth potential of the US stock market and maintains a consistent investment strategy every month, regardless of whether the market is up or down. Chloe doesn't panic during market downturns. Instead, she sees them as opportunities to buy more assets at low prices. Through patience and discipline, Chloe has achieved her financial goals, including owning a home in Los Angeles and saving enough for early retirement. How to practice patience and discipline. 1. Have a clear plan. Set long-term financial goals and a specific investment strategy. This helps you focus on the big picture instead of being affected by short-term fluctuations. 2. Monitor your emotions. Don't let emotions like fear or greed dictate your decisions. Stay rational in every situation. 3. Invest regularly. Establish a monthly or quarterly investment routine, regardless of market fluctuations. This will not only help you build discipline, but also optimize your investment costs through the cost averaging strategy. 4. Review regularly. Review your portfolio periodically to ensure that it is still in line with your financial goals and market conditions. Conclusion: patience and discipline are two important qualities that will help you succeed in investing in emerging assets. Don't expect quick profits or let your emotions drive your actions. Instead, stick to your strategy, avoid FOMO, and continuously learn to improve yourself. Remember, success in investing doesn't come from reacting quickly to the market, but from being patient and disciplined throughout the long journey. Chloe and Ethan are clear examples of the difference these two factors can bring. Become an investor like Chloe. Investing in emerging assets is a path full of opportunities, but also many challenges. Success does not come from luck, but from your understanding, skills, and especially your discipline. Remember, the most successful investors are not those who quickly achieve large profits, but those who know how to plan, manage risks, and maintain patience. In this video, we have learned 5 important steps to optimize your investment process. 1. Determine your goals and risk appetite. Understand what you want and how much risk you are willing to accept. 2. Research the asset thoroughly. Knowledge is the foundation for making the right decisions. 3. Allocate investment capital appropriately. Diversify to protect assets and optimize profits. 4. Effective risk management. Use tools and strategies to minimize losses. 5. Patience and discipline. Focus on long-term goals. Avoid being influenced by emotions. Apply these principles to get closer to your financial goals. If you find this video useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to receive more useful investment knowledge. Leave a comment below to share your investment views and experiences. I look forward to learning from you and discussing future investment opportunities. Good luck.